Hello, my name is Jess Markowitz, and I am a superstar director with Cincy. And what that means, a lot of you kind of say, "What the heck? What the heck does that mean? A superstar director?" That means that I have achieved the highest level of leadership in the company. I earned it in 2016 and was striving for about 6 years to earn that. And so it was very exciting. And it means that I have stewardship and leadership over an organization of people. And so if you decided to join Scentsy, I would be either your sponsor, director, or superstar director, or all of the above. And the more you get into the compensation plan, you'll understand what that means. But for now, I just want to welcome you and congratulate you for doing what most people don't do. They don't take the time to learn what's available. They make what their nerves and, I don't know if I want to do this, so they don't show up because they think they're going to either be pressured into joining, which unfortunately is probably from the way a lot of other companies handle things, which I'm sad to say. However, this is truly informational, and we just want you to be able to make an educated decision of if this business opportunity is for you, if it's something that will add value to your life. And that means even to the level of getting your discount on your own Scentsy products, or as high as making a career like I have. So there's all from bottom to top, all in between of different desires and how Scentsy has added value to people's lives. I wanted to start off tonight with sharing with you what went on in 2020. While a lot of people were losing their jobs, companies were closing, people were basically losing income in maybe even a little, just a little bit of income. Some of them, like I said, lost their jobs completely. And so they went from a certain amount of income to zero. And so what I want to share with you is how Scentsys actually grew over 180% in 2020. And there are several very important factors for you to know why. But first, I want to share with you, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Scentsy always does like a little year to date what happened in it last year for us consultants. So I'm going to share it with you. Okay, so in 2020, we sold more than 123 million products in that year. That's 55 million more items than in 2019. That is super crazy. That means that our business did not slow down when other people's, like I said, were slowing down. Companies were closing or they were losing lots of business. We were actually growing. And like I said, there's very specific reasons that I'll talk about in just a minute. We had our first $15 million hour in September 1st, on September 1st. And so that is huge. And the reason why I'm sharing these with you, because if you're considering getting started with Cincy, you want to know that your company is secure, it's growing, there's lots of room for you to grow. And so these are very important stats and specific, stats that you can actually compare to other companies if you're thinking of, kind of shopping around with different direct sales companies. We welcomed more than 1,300 new employees globally. And that meant because we were growing so fast, they had to hire people. Instead of closing doors and laying people off, they actually had to hire new people. And because we were growing just in ways that even the executive employees at the home office were working shipments and packaging orders because we were just trying to keep up with our growth. It was insane. It was a 91% year-over-year increase. And then we had the biggest 6-month total sales record in Scentsy history, December 31st, which is insane. Ended 2020 with nearly $900 million in total revenue compared to $470 million in 2019. We had tons of people leveling. Okay, so this is huge, you guys. So I told you I'm at the very top level of the company. And so what that means, basically, just to share with you, is that I have I unlocked all the possible income available. So there's more income possibilities to earn once you get to the very top level, which is amazing. And 107 people promoted to superstar director compared to 13 in 2019. Okay, that is huge. That's a 600% increase. So anybody that's getting started back from 2020 to now, you are literally doing what you just have an amazing opportunity. A lot of people get worried thinking, oh, the business has been around for 17 years. I'm getting started late or whatever. You are getting started right at the right time. Don't compare to me when I started 10 years ago. I will tell you that it was harder for me to get my business going because we didn't have anywhere near the amount of tools that the company and just society has now today with technology, which I'll get into in just a second. Because I just want to remind you that direct sales was actually built, party planning. We're a party planning business. And it was built for busy people. It was built for people that have a full-time job or going to school full-time or both, or they've got lots of kids and they're just, the PTA and all kinds of stuff, just people that are busy and don't really have a lot of time to carve out to do a part-time job to make extra income. It's built for people so they can make the same amount of money, if not more, than if they went and got a part-time job somewhere and had to commit to showing up each day at certain times for a certain amount of time every week to get that paycheck and stayed on their payroll. So this kind of business is so you can get ahead in life, help you with financial growth, and you can make your family and your main priorities, which I'm sure is your family, and who knows, there may be others, be your focus. And then Scentsy is going to add value and work around that schedule. So more than 2,000 promotions to director. So that is the first level of official leadership. When you start to sponsor, you're automatically a leader as a lead consultant, but as your director, you actually get to name your team. And so you're the one that is leading and has stewardship over that team that you've sponsored and grown, compared to 409 in 2019. So that is a 400% increase. We shipped 5.5 million more packages than 2019. And then we made plans to actually expand our warehouse footprint in 2021 by 270,000 square feet. So as you can see, we are like nowhere near hurting in any way. We are actually growing exponentially, and it's amazing. And so it's the perfect time to be involved with this company. And then the last couple things was we doubled our consultant base. I think I already said that actually. So now we have more than 265,000 consultants worldwide. Now, we did just sign our 1 millionth consultant, but we only have 265,000 consultants that are currently consultants. So that means that somebody may have joined and never did anything with their business. They still kept a number. And so if they ever came back, which is awesome, that Scentsy always lets you come back for free if you ever weren't able to do the requirements of being a consultant. We call ourselves Scentsy family. They welcome you back with open arms. They know that life changes and circumstance changes. So you may need to take a break. And then the last but not least, saw 35,000 of our new consultants earn shooting star. And what we're going to talk about is the things that you would be, oh, I don't know what I just did. There we go. Okay, so we're going to talk about when you become a consultant, some of the goals that Scentsy actually gives you, because we're told our whole lives, right, that when you set goals, you are able to achieve things faster and even more likely to achieve them. And so because that statistic is absolutely 100% true, Scentsy actually gives you 2 initial goals when you first start. And the reason why they give you those is, one, to show you how powerful goals really are, as well as they show you how to get your oops, I just put this to full screen because I'm trying to, okay. Sorry, for some reason, I am not seeing myself. I'm trying to do a gallery. Okay. Anyways, I'm just going to keep moving forward. These actions that you take have been proven statistically that if you achieve these specific goals when you first start, you have laid the foundation of what can turn into a very strong organization and business. And it's because you have either earned, basically placed enough sales, which means you have enough clients, as well as you may have sponsored some people in that amount of time. And so the first goal would be the shooting star goal. And that is selling 500 in your first 15 days. And that's PRV, not dollars. And what I mean by that, you don't have to know the lingo right now, but it's just not including tax and shipping. Okay. And I will tell you statistically, with this last year, our previous average party was about $500 to $600. Now in 2020, with everything going like truly online and just expanding the different ways that we do our business with QR codes and just all kinds of fun, just very out of the box styles. There's a ton. You would be blown away. You will be blown away when you learn all the different ways to run your business. It actually has gone up to closer to about $750 to $900 in one party. And so if you do your launch party within that 15 days, you are very highly likely to achieve that goal. Okay. So before I go any further into that, the second goal that they set for you, I just wanted to mention that because the 35% of our new consultants earned the shooting star, and I wanted you to kind of understand what that was. So that's a good percentage, to be honest with you. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again. And I want to, oh goodness, where is I got this, and oh, it's there. I was worried that I closed down my PowerPoint. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to, I'm just going to basically, these are the top questions that a lot of consultants or prospective consultants ask. And so I like to get those questions answered now. And then basically once we're done, you'll be able to have an educated idea of what you're getting into. You can go back to the person that invited you to this meeting and get your further questions answered, and hopefully your concerns have been answered on this. And if we have time, I'll be happy to answer some questions if anybody live has any. Okay, so the Scentsy Opportunity. All right, so like I said, no matter how busy you are, what you do, what your lifestyle is, what your career is, Scentsy can fit into anybody's lifestyle if you let yourself learn how to do that, and you let us, your Scentsy family, support you with that to learn how to do that. And so, as I said, it's about goals. You may be looking to just have some extra money, like I said, for a new pair of shoes. There's a superstar director in the company who is a teacher, and she just wanted an extra. She has a very high price habit of high price shoes, and so she only joined because she wanted to spend the money on and not have to worry about her husband being mad on her teacher budget. And that's how she got started, and obviously it went very well, and now this is her career. Maybe you want to make a car payment, kind of help your budget that you have for all your other payments of bills, and say, hey, if I don't have to pay my car payment with my regular income and I pay it with Cincy, it frees me up to have maybe put some savings away or whatever. or even a mortgage and beyond. And so I know that sometimes when you first get started or you're thinking about it, people think like, are you kidding me? You could pay your mortgage on a Scentsy business. I am here to tell you, I will be putting the income disclosure, but it is absolutely possible. I make more than I've ever made in any full-time career that I've had, and I've had some very good paying jobs. And the cool thing is that this business, the sky is the limit. There's no cap. So whatever I'm making right now, it can triple by next year if just depending on how I work my business and if I choose to continue to grow my business. And so I am here to tell you that whatever you think is impossible is absolutely possible. And I started just like you, thinking I can't do this. I'm too shy. I have no skill. I don't even have a college degree. All the stuff that we think is the reason why you shouldn't be a consultant. I said it, I thought it. And here I am. I have my own business and I'll never have to work for somebody else again. So that is available to you. Now, again, if you're just here just for your discount, that's fine too. I just don't want you to put a cap on possibility before you know what's available. So I'm trying to get all that, share all that information for you on this so then you can make some educated decisions. And so I basically shared with you how it's impacted my life, and just a little bit more of how I got started is that I was a active duty military wife. We were living in the middle of nowhere that was literally in a town about 5 minutes long. You can drive for 5 minutes and you were done. One Walmart in the middle of the town. And if you weren't somebody's brother, sister's, uncle's aunt, you weren't getting a job. And so when I exhausted my unemployment because we had to move from Las Vegas, which is where I am again now, I realized how absolutely incredibly broke we were. And the day that I realized that is the day that my son came to me. He was not quite 3 yet and said he wanted some milk like normal toddlers do. And we had no milk in the refrigerator. And I looked at my bank account and we literally had $0 in the bank. And that was a pretty low moment in my life. My husband got paid twice a month, and I knew he wasn't getting paid for another couple days. So I literally didn't know what to do, and just my heart broke. And so the story gets better, even though that's pretty sad. A couple days after my husband got home from deployment, we went to a retirement party, and I met my sponsor there. And like I said, I gave her every reason why I could never be a consultant. But what got me to take that plunge or make that step is that Cincy provides and participates in a fundraiser for some type of a cause every season of our catalog. And at the time, it was the Autism Speaks catalog. Fundraiser. And my cousin is autistic. And so I wanted to be a part of raising money for that. And that was basically it. I didn't think further than that. I just said, hey, I know people that would buy that warmer because my whole family will, because we all want to support this specific cause and help to build, find income for this research. So that's what got me going. And honestly, I clicked join. I asked my sponsor what next, and she directed me to a training call. And that literally was the best advice and direction my sponsor could have ever given me. That's literally all I needed, because after that, I took full throttle and learned as much as I can. And the most important thing is I implemented what I learned. Even if I didn't think I could do it, I tried it. And I fell on my face a lot, but I didn't stay there. I got back up, and so can you. All right, so which of the following is true about Scentsy? I want you to try to figure it out, and we'll see if you know the answers. Okay, so founded by 2 housewives who are looking for a safe alternative to candles. B, run by husband-wife team. C, family-oriented direct sales company. Or D, all of the above. And so if you clicked D, you were absolutely right. Kara Egan and Colette, I think I got them mixed up. Colette Gunnell and Kara Egan. I got it right. They were two sister-in-laws watching the Oprah Winfrey Show in 2003, and they had stay-at-home moms on there that basically created some type of a product, and they looked at each other and said, we could do that. And they had a lot of little kids running around, and they said, I hate that I can't have candles in my house because there's fire, and I have littles and I can't risk them burning down the house, or worse, burning them down. And so they went on the hunt to figure out how to make wickless candles, and they succeeded. And then a year later, the now owners, Orville and Heidi Thompson, purchased the company at a home show. Orville was across from them, selling chamois. I don't know if you remember what those are, but they're like little things that you wash the cars with. And he said, there is something to this product. And he took it home to Heidi and plugged it in and put banana bread wax in, and she thought he was baking banana bread. And that's what sold her, and that's what made her say, okay, let's do this. And mind you, they were already $400,000 in debt with companies he was trying to get off the ground prior. So she pretty much everything that he brought home from then before Scentsy, she said, no, not anymore. But when she smelt it and she got the feeling of her grandma's kitchen, she said, something is to this product. And so we're going to talk about that in just a minute. Which of the following part of our Scentsy core values? Simplicity, authenticity, or generosity? If you pick D, it is all three. So simplicity, because we want you to keep your business simple. The business gets hard because we make it hard. It's actually a slam dunk, very simple business. So the harder it is, we need to rein it back and say, hey, how do I keep this simple? And I promise you, I've lived by that my 10 years. And whenever things got crazy or hard, it's because I was making it hard, not because of the product or the business. Authenticity is because we want you. We want your authenticity. We don't want you to be the next person. There's no cookie cutter Scentsy consultant that's successful, that they look this way, they act this way, they have this degree, they have this experience. There is so much diversity in all of the company, and even superstar director levels. They're all walks of life, different ages. And so if you think that you aren't cut out for it, I promise you there's probably hundreds of other people just like you that thought the same thing. So just know that we want your authenticity. And then generosity. Scentsy's always teaching us and encouraging us to think arrows out. And what that means is about making sure that we're focusing on how we can add value to others by our products, to sell these amazing products, to offer these products to hostesses so they can get it for free and half off. As well as giving the opportunity, because this business has truly saved people's lives. I am one of them. I was in extreme depression before Scentsy, and it literally changed my life. And we would be here till next year if I told you how many ways this business has saved me and truly changed my life. And so the more you focus on helping and serving, we're very focused on service, you will see how huge and just how big your business will grow just naturally because of your service focus. True or false? The company has a minimum stock requirement of $200 per catalog season. If you said yes, you are wrong. So currently, the minimum amount of sales that you have to place to be active, that basically means you have activated your account, is 200 PRV. But you are not required to put any sales in after your first 200 PRV to activate your account within a year. Now, I can't guarantee that that's going to if that's going to change or not, or stay that way. But basically, the normal cycle is every 4 months that you would have to put in your 200 PRV. And a lot of people think that it's that you have to buy that, We are so against you having to buy anything if you don't need it or want it. We want you to get clients to buy those products for you and from you. And our company is very much also against you purchasing products that you do not have a customer for, unless you have events that you go and sell the products at. So for an example, other companies, they will encourage their consultants to buy a bunch of product and then just hope that they get to sell it off. We don't want you left with product. We want you to spend Scentsy money on your family, not family money on Scentsy, okay? Unless it's your consumption that you actually use and you want to do that. But we try to help you build a healthy business that you don't have products on hand unless you, like I said, have a customer that is purchasing, or you have an event that you are going to go and set up to sell to a good amount of a crowd of customers at that event. Which of the following is a way to generate income through your Scentsy business? Sales, team building, leadership pay, resell free and half off items, accrued, is that the word? Or all of the above. And you guessed it, it's E. So you can sell these products directly to people. You can build a team and get a sponsoring bonus. And there's also additional leadership bonuses as you get into the director and above level, as well as when you are your own host. That's one of the amazing benefits of being a consultant, is that you get to be the host. You can collect orders and then you get all those free and half off items. And then you are able to sell those products off full price. So you have the ability to make an actual a profit off of free products that you got. So that is huge. So that's a really cool asset that Scentsy lets us do. How does Scentsy train its consultants? Weekly training calls, which are recorded for replay, consultant made trainings, biannual in-person trainings, home office visits and personal coaching, or all of the above. You guessed it, it's E, all of the above. So if you decide to join our Scentsy family, which means I would be your upline, I provide a weekly Monday, we call it Magical Monday, live Zoom that you can participate in. There's also a new consultant Zoom that we would encourage you to participate in every Wednesday. And just to get you, going and get all the ins and outs of the business. There's also tons and tons of YouTube channels that consultants make. I have my own YouTube channel that I upload all my trainings to. There is a workstation in that you basically place all your orders. Everything is there. It's like the hub to your business. And there is a 24-hour training center that you can just literally choose whatever topic you want to learn about, and there's a ton of it. So it's like I always say it's like online college. That's what I try to say. And then yes, we do have annual and biannual events from the home office that you get trained from the executives and also higher level consultants and personal coaching if you desire it. So if you are looking to truly build a business, myself, my directors in my downline, they provide for their teams one-on-one coaching. So if you are looking to make this a business, obviously the more connected you are and you have somebody cheering you on and also kind of being the outside person looking in for you to kind of help you see where you may be struggling and help you try to build those skills so you can continue to grow your business. How does Scentsy support its consultants? So your upline, like I just said, consultant support, available by phone, email, or chat, team, Facebook pages, or all of the above. Again, you're smart if you answered D. So myself and all of the directors in my downline have their own team pages. And so they're just a great resource to be a part of a community, which is the best part, but you also get tons and tons of files and photos and just ways and tips and tools and even training we have in those Facebook pages. Consultant support is available Monday through Friday. Pacific, it's like 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. at night. So it's a good amount of time to be able to contact them. They're literally there waiting for you to call and ask questions. So you don't have to be bashful. And then, like I said, your upline does have and wants to support you. What are your penalties for not selling or growing a team? Oh, okay, so a fine of a maximum of $200. B, mandatory training. C, pay Scentsy back. D, there are no penalties. If your account is canceled, you can reactivate for free. I think I already kind of told you guys that in the beginning. So it's D, if you see a trend here, that the nice thing is that Scentsy knows that, like I said, circumstances change and you may need to take a little bit of a break. And so you can, if your account does cancel from non-activity, you can always reinstate 3 months after you canceled or beyond, whenever. And you would just have to put in your 200 to reactivate within the 30 days that you rejoined, sorry. And then you'll also have the opportunity to purchase a new reinstatement kit if you wanted that, updated catalogs, testers, order forms, things like that. A lot of consultants throw their stuff out like order forms and they don't think they're going to go back to Scentsy, but I can't tell you how many people in 10 years that I've been around, when they leave, they always come back because they miss the culture, they miss the friends, they miss their clients, and they miss their products. So it's very common for people to come back. Okay, how many hours a week does Scentsy consultants work their business? 1 to 2 hours, 2 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 20 hours. Okay, so the answer is actually all of the above. And I didn't put that there. I probably should have, because it's up to you. It's really what do you have available to commit to your business? You have to decide that. Your sponsor and upline can help you break down your week, your day, and kind of see where you can plug it in. If you honestly think you have no extra time, I can almost promise you that if you let somebody help you do that, even before you got started, your sponsor or the person that's trying to help you get started, I bet you're going to find at least an hour or two a week that you can carve out. But I will say, sometimes you do have to make a sacrifice, like not watching your favorite TV show while it's, live. Maybe you have to put on recording, but you have to decide how bad you want that. Does that make sense? So, but there is absolutely, some people, when I say 10 to 20 hours, sometimes I'll work 10 to 20 hours, but then I take the rest of the week off. So it's really up to you. And then how fast your business grows. So everybody's journey is different. How many parties are you expected to have each month? 2, 4, 6, as many as possible, or no expectations? This is your business. You can work it the way you want. I think you know that answer is E from what I just said before, right? All right, so bonus question. Other than your starter kit, what else do you need to start your Scentsy business? Catalogs, order forms, and business supplies, samples of all scents, a warmer, a bar, other products such as washer whiffs, counter clean, and buddy clip, room spray, car bar, product samples of laundry liquid, clothing conditioner, etc., or nothing. It's all in your $99 kit. Yes. So we are in May and we have a join bonus, which you may be why you're here and wanting to watch this, because it is only $20 to join right now. However, you're not going to get all that fun stuff. $20 is basically it's, if you can't afford any more than $20, it's I just want to be able to have my free online website for 3 months. I'll see how it goes. And then I'll decide if I want to keep my website type thing. You'll get enough to get started. You'll definitely have some catalogs and some order forms, but you won't have as much product. You're going to get a warmer and a bar, which is actually worth more than the $20, because a mini warmer is only $20. Then the bar is $6, and then the business supplies in addition. So you're spending less than what it's worth with a $20. Now, if you are thinking, well, I kind of want that stuff because I want to try it myself, I want to show it to people, but you can't swing the $99, I would suggest hosting a party first with your with your consultant, basically your potential sponsor, and then you can earn your kit for $59 Or you can use your rewards to apply to that $59 and it'd bring the cost down, and you'll still get the $59 kit, which has a lot more available. So definitely ask your consultant about that. What are the, what's inside that kit, and then you guys can decide what's going to be best for you. And the cool thing is if you host first, that party can be flipped to you and you can actually get commission off of your very first party, and that can be your launch party, which is super cool. All right, so now think about the goals we mentioned earlier. Think about how fun it can be and what's stopping you. So I hope that you talk to your sponsor. And if you don't know already, how you join is you do have to go to your sponsor's website and go through the sign up process. It's very quick, very simple. But if you do want to do the host kit, then you would have to set up your party, and your consultant would be able to share with you how that all works. Now, I feel like oh my gosh, I talk so fast. But I wanted to make sure that you get all this information. These are usually the most biggest questions and concerns that people have. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to go over a couple things that people are concerned with when they join. One of them is they tell me that they're shy, that they don't like talking to people. It's very hard for them to kind of get out of their comfort zone. I want to share with you that it's funny, my team, they laugh when I tell them this and you probably will right now too, because I seem very outgoing, right? I'm a very shy person in person, especially with strangers. Anybody that knows me personally and they've met me before they knew the Scentsy side of Jess, they can validate, like, she's very shy. Okay. So my son plays baseball. And so every time he gets on a new team, I'm the shy mom in the corner. Don't talk to anybody. I'm just not that kind. Hi, my name's Jess. I'm just not that person. And so it takes me a minute to kind of just feel the waters. And so when people introduce themselves to me, then it's like an open invitation. And I'm like, hi, my name's Jess too. But I've had to learn different skills that Scentsy taught me, mind you, but I was willing to learn. So that is the biggest thing. If you have a concern that you don't have a skill yet, I want you to think about that. It's yet, because Scentsy has everything you need to learn and to support you if you're willing to learn and to try new things. But if you're your mind is closed off and you're kind of in a fixed mindset of, I'm just not that person, then, well, first of all, you wouldn't be on this call. So you're obviously open-minded enough to want to learn. Okay. So I want to tell you that the confidence that you see right now is because I've been doing this for 10 years. And the more you do it, the more knowledge you have. And when you have knowledge, they used to tell us in school, knowledge is power. Well, knowledge truly is power. And it also builds your confidence, because the reason why we get insecure and especially shy is from the unknown, right? So when I say I'm in a crowd with all these new baseball moms, it's because I don't know them. I don't know their personalities. I don't know. But as soon as I'm able to kind of watch how they treat each other and talk, then it kind of makes me have more information about them. And then I'm able to feel more comfortable. I hope that makes sense, if that's like one of the examples. Another big concern is usually the concern that they have to do something. This was funny, 10 years ago when I first started and I just promoted to director, a new team member came over my house to pick up some supplies just to kind of borrow. And the first thing that came out of her mouth was, are you going to be calling me every month and asking how much sales I'm going to be selling every month? And I was like, whoa. and I asked her, well, why would you think that? And she said, because she came from another direct sales company that her director would call her every month. Why aren't you putting in orders? What are you doing? What are you selling? And so when I tell you that this truly is your business and your journey, that is 100% the Scentsy culture, and especially my culture. I want, and your upline, your consultant, your director, we all want to just add value to you, and we want you to achieve the goals you want. not what we want, what you want. And again, it could be as small as the getting the percentage off with your commission to buy your own products, or as big as all the way to the moon. Okay, so we go by what you want. We basically gauge off of what you tell us. So if you want more, you're like, I need more out of this business, I need to make more money, then we're able to help you. But if you're like, I'm good, I just want to place my orders and that's it, then you won't hear from us as much. You won't be forgotten. You will still be in our family, and we're still going to invite you to trainings and things like that, but we're not going to be hounding you. So you can ignore our emails if you want to. But I promise you that we truly just want the best for you. So don't worry about being harassed or pressured into doing anything you don't want to do. But I do want to encourage you to think about what you really are looking for in this business. And if you don't know how to achieve it, to definitely ask for help, because that is the biggest mistake most consultants do, is they try to do it on their own and they're expecting more out of their business. But when they just feel like they're like a gerbil in a ball, and they're just trying, and nothing's happening, but they're trying to do it alone. So they don't know what step or what direction to go to actually make some progress. So when we say we're family, we're family. And what we always say is you're in business for yourself, meaning you're your own business owner, but you're not in business by yourself. Okay. Some other concerns is just, I mean, honestly, that was the biggest ones: the skill, the expectation, and if I can think of any more, I'll definitely share, but I would love to open it up. I do have some team members on right now, and they're probably on because they're going to be sharing this information with you, and they kind of wanted to know what I'm talking about so they don't have to waste their breath and then just kind of add on to it. So I'm going to ask some of them if they can think of anything that they come across as far as like rebuttals of like why they think they can't do it. Like Shauna, do you have any that you can think of that I didn't mention? You're muted, honey. Hold on, let me get you undone. Is it letting you unmute? Because it's not letting me unmute you. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I think that you touched on it. I think mostly it's people are worried, well, how much do I have to sell? What if I don't sell that much? And then,
is that a jet?
I live right by Air Force Base.
It's okay. So do I.
And the other thing is, a lot of people say, oh, no, it's too much work. Like, I don't want to deal with it, you know? Yeah, so I don't know how to get around that one, because it's really not. You just have to learn how to navigate the workstation. It's so easy.
Yes.
So yeah.
Well, okay, I'm glad that you said that, because it reminded me that I shared early on that I would talk about all the different things that we have now that we didn't when I started. So we have, thank you so much, Shauna. So we have a lot of like apps and websites and these tools that basically help us run our businesses from our phones. Like you could literally be in the, pickup line for your kids, working your business, or at your work, taking your 15-minute break and doing your post and working your business. Excuse me. I can't tell you how many, honestly, like 90% of consultants have either a part-time or full-time job that they are committed to, that they have to work their business around Scentsy. They're not just sitting around twiddling their thumbs, working their Scentsy business. So I promise you, if you're willing to learn, and here's the thing, the more vocal you are to your sponsor and upline and say, these are the struggles I'm having, it's almost guaranteed that we're going to be able to figure out how you can work around those struggles and maneuver in some type of a technology app or strategy or something, some type of a system that has been created over the years by successful consultants that you can implement, and which will make it not so difficult, and it won't take all the time that you think it's going to take. I'm not going to lie, when you're learning the business, there is time involved, right? But I promise once you learn it, it may have taken you, a couple months to learn a certain system, but once you got it down, it's like the snap of a finger. And you look back and go, man, I'm so glad I took the time to learn that system. Or, I took the time on those training calls to learn all these things, because you get all walks of life on these training calls. And they share their stories. They share where they came from, what they do, you know, other than Scentsy, and you're going to relate to a lot of people. There may be nobody in our family that you relate to, but you may meet somebody from like a YouTube channel or training that Scentsy gives that you go, oh my gosh, this chick or this guy is speaking my language, you know? And that's why we call each other family, because, oh, one of the best things about this business and our culture is Scentsy consultants, when we say family, we share everything. There's no competition with Scentsy. Like a lot of other companies, I don't like to talk bad, but like I see all these other companies and they're very competitive against each other. And Scentsy consultants are like, oh, look what I just spent all this time making. Here, have it. You know, I don't want you to waste time. I already made it. Here you go, take it. It's amazing. And I am one of the most uncreative, and like I have no skill when it comes to like making flyers and all these technology things. I just pretty much duplicate Shauna too. I just duplicate what's already done. I'm like, and thank you, you know, and I just give everybody my thanks. That's what's so awesome. Like I wouldn't be where I am today if our culture wasn't so giving and generous, because all the things that I utilize in my all around my business with my team members, with my clients, I mean, my hostesses, I can say there's a very small percentage that I created or thought about myself, honestly, in the 10 years. It's everybody else's efforts, and they're sharing their talents, just like, you know, we're taught to do, and to talk about service. And that's what Scentsy teaches us too, is to just to be with a service heart, like I said, and to share our talents. And that, you know, when you are selfless, so much comes back in the end. And it's so true. It's so, so true. Does anybody have any questions, or other consultants that are on, anything they want to add that you think that maybe a prospective consultant may want to know that kind of popped in your mind? We have some people that aren't that, like Anna, you just joined a couple months ago, so you're technically a new consultant. So, but she's doing amazing. So is there anything that went through your mind that kind of gave you concerns before you started that somebody else might have? No? Oh, she's like, nope. I don't think she meant to do that. How funny. Okay, well, yeah, I'll give it like another couple seconds. And there was something I'm gonna share a story. I like to share like different people's stories, just to kind of, other than just mine. I asked a couple people to send me their video of their story. And if I can find it, I thought I had it up. Just give me 2 seconds. Since we're kind of done, I talk so fast, we're done faster than I thought we would be. Let me go ahead and play it for you guys once I find it. Oh, it's already highlighted, Jess. Hello. Let's see. Where is it? Just type in the chat if there's any type of questions that I haven't, that you have, that you want me to answer. While I am trying to find this video. I wish I had it up. I've totally forgot. Did you have something, Shauna? Yeah, go ahead and unmute. Go ahead.
So this meeting, I now understand it much better. So
Oh,
now I'm glad I got on. So this is every third Wednesday, yes?
yes, every third Wednesday of the month, unless it's a major holiday. But yes.
Can we send, you know, the email that you send us, can we like forward that to potential
Absolutely.
people that
That's
are
what,
interested?
yes. That's
Okay.
what this is for. I want all of our team members to have like tools to be able to, because like some people don't really know how to share, or they don't know what to say, or like you said, you've learned some stuff on here. So it's just to kind of help consultants be able to educate themselves even more to get that confidence. And then, yes, it's sometimes you're not able to really talk to the person face to face. So you're able to send just a link and they can watch it on their own time. And so that's what these are for, is just to make sure that everybody has a way to learn a little bit about Scentsy, what they're thinking about getting into, and then you know, the consultant has a little bit to go off of. I am so sorry, you guys. I cannot believe that I can't find this video. It's a really good one, actually. And I think I have it on my phone, and I'm just going to share it to my.
Oh, I have to mute. The Jets are coming.
Oh, the Jets are coming. Okay. That's so funny. The Jets are coming. Okay, let me see here. There it is. Yes, I found it, ladies and gents. I'm so sorry to make you wait. I'm sending it to my Mac as we speak. And then I'll be able to share it. It says that it just came through. So let's look at my download. See, I'm not, oh, here we go. I just clicked on it, open. Oh yeah, and that's what I always tell everybody is that you don't have to be perfect to be powerful. And I definitely don't know everything. And I've been doing this for 10 years. I wish I could say I do, but things change constantly. And that's actually part of human needs is you need change in your life. And that people tend to get bored. And that's why they feel like they need a change in their life is because they've been just doing things too repetitively. And Scentsy always gives us something new to look forward to. There's just always something, and we're changing as people on a regular basis, which I personally love. They say that your business will grow as much as you do. So it's an amazing opportunity. I'm definitely not the person that I was when I first joined Cincy. 100% am not at all. Not in a bad way, not like I wasn't a good person before, but I'm definitely a better person today. Oh my gosh, I sent it to myself and now I'm not seeing it. Okay, it says sent. There we go. I'm sorry. Thank you for your patience. I really want you to see this because it's just such a sweet testimony. Okay. There it is. Okay. Got it. Yay, I found it. Okay, I'm going to share my screen and share. And this is my frontline. I sponsored her. She's been with Cincy for 5 years. She might tell you that, I don't know. But she's become one of my dear friends. And that's what I love about Cincy is you meet people through Cincy and they become a part of your life and you literally can find your new best friends. It's amazing.
Hi, my name is Michelle Brooks and I am the director for the Shine Collective. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about my Scentsy story. So I joined Scentsy about 5.5 years ago, and I joined for the connection. I was a former teacher. I had been home with my kids for about 8 years, and when I was talking to my consultant at the time, she was telling me all about like the convention and about the meetings and all of those things, and I was home with kids all day long. And so I was really looking for a way to get out of my house. So she was telling me about convention, telling me about all these things. And one of the things that I missed so much about being a teacher was the teaching conventions that I got to go to over the summer. I got to, talk to like-minded people and just get away for a little bit. It was so much fun. So that is what initially drew me to Scentsy. And to be really honest, as soon as I clicked join, like I didn't even think about it at all. I just did it. And then as soon as I clicked join, I almost immediately called and canceled because all of the negative emotions, all of the, like, I don't know anybody, how am I going to do this? All of that stuff started to build up. And so I talked to my husband about it. And I was like, I was afraid to tell him actually that I wasted $50 because back when I joined, we had a kit that was a $49 kit. So I was afraid to tell him that I wasted $50 of our money on this, whatever it was going to be, right? And so what he said to me was, look, you know what, just make enough money to make your kit money back. And then if you want to quit, then go ahead and quit. So that is exactly what I intended to do. I intended just to, just to see what it was going to be like, and then make enough money to quit. So that was my goal. Well, what ended up happening was I went to baseball that next day, and I was telling everybody that I was a Scentsy consultant, and I started to get really excited because they were excited, like, oh my gosh, I've been looking for a Scentsy consultant, which made me excited because I could be their consultant. And the more I shared with people that I was doing this, the more excited that I got. Now, that was why I got started and how I get started, but why do I stay with Cincy? Is it the money? Absolutely. It's been a great blessing for our family. It helps pay for my car. It helps pay for my kids' activities. That is really a blessing for our family. However, I stay because of the amazing culture that we are surrounded with. There are so many people in our company that are willing to help. They give ideas. They will just kind of chat with you and connect with you. And remember, that's why I joined, was for the connection. And I see it almost every single day, how giving and how caring so many people are in our Scentsy culture. And let's not even get me started on the culture from our amazing CEOs. Like they are, that's a whole different world because they are so amazing. But that's why I stay. I stay because I continue to get that connection. I continue to meet people that have heard of Scentsy. I continue to meet people that haven't heard of Scentsy. And so I get to share that opportunity with them as well. So I really hope that, you give it some thought. And after hearing my story and a couple other people's stories, just jump into it. Don't be afraid. Just don't listen to your head. Listen to your heart. It's going to be amazing. Have a great day. Bye.
Isn't she so sweet? And what's funny is I told you guys how around the baseball people, I'm like, so sorry. And she was the exact opposite. She's like sharing all this stuff and I'm so not that way. So it shows that it doesn't matter what personality you have, you could be successful. And so like I said, one of the biggest blessings of this business for me is seeing all of my team members succeed and watching them grow and watching them receive all the blessings that Scentsy has to provide for all of them. And it literally just warms my heart. Yes, like she said, the money is great. Awesome, wonderful. It gives me resources. It gives my children choices that they never would have had before. When you become a director and above, you can get a scholarship from Scentsy for your kids' college fund. There's an opportunity for that, which drove me to want to, because I didn't have any money in the bank for my kids to go to college when I started. I didn't have money to feed them milk, So, there's reasons why, I love how she shared why she stays with Scentsy, as well as why she joined. And that's me. I have everything I need now. I have plenty of milk. But the reason why I stay now is because it's so amazing. I can't even put into words, to be able to literally watch all these amazing men and women's journeys and see how they grow, and see when they come to me and say, Jess, my Scentsy business, pays for my daughter's ballet lessons. And she's been wanting to do ballet for years and I never could afford it. And now she just did her first recital and it just brings me to tears, or, now I make more money than I ever made, teaching, like Michelle, just so many stories. Even, we have a team member that it's a couple. They started because they wanted to be able to sponsor more third world country children, and they now not only do that, but they're able to also add value in different ways. Her father was really ill for a long time, and she traveled back and forth across the country to see him before he passed. And she's like, Jess, if I didn't have Scentsy, I wouldn't have been able to. And then I'm going to get all emotional now, but just these things. When it helps you get up in the morning, when you do start to sponsor, knowing that other people are relying on you to, to grow and to, be with them and to do, things that they're not comfortable with, and share your stories. And it makes me want to continue to grow. Even if I've, technically have a successful business, I want to continue to do better for my team and for, not only for them, but for my family, and it's just, when you think about it, I'm going to leave you guys with this. If you may not know who he is, but if you join a direct sales company, you'll probably learn who he is very fast. But his name is Tony Robbins. He's one of the most giving and successful men on the planet, and he's got a really cool story about why he does what he does too. And it's because somebody gifted his family a Thanksgiving dinner one year when they had no money for Thanksgiving, and that's why now he feeds over like 1.3 million families a year now, because he wanted to give back, and that was his goal, and now he feeds that many families. But what I learned from him, among a lot of things, is that we all have, in the human race, we have certain needs. And when we're struggling in life, we are there's certain areas that we're struggling in, and it's usually well, here's the areas. We need all humans need certainty. We need to know that, we're certain about something, meaning like, I'm certain that I, have a house over my head, or I'm certain that my family loves me, or whatever. We also need uncertainty. Okay. And the reason, what I mean by that is that if we know how the day and the world is going to go every single day, we would be bored out of our minds. And so we do need we need to know that something's going to change. And then that's the third one, is we need change. So change, meaning we have to be moving forward. We need progress in our life. If we start to feel depressed, most people that are depressed is because they feel stuck. They don't feel like they see any progress in their life, personally or financially or health-wise, maybe in their relationship, or maybe they're going to school and they haven't been able to, progress in that goal or whatever. That's when you start to feel the feelings of depression. We also need to feel contribution. That's where why Scentsy adds that into our core value of generosity, is because we need to feel like we are contributing to the world, and especially to our families. The reason why I was so depressed before Scentsy is because I felt like I wasn't contributing to my family. I felt like I had nothing to provide. Yes, I was mopping the floors and cleaning dirty diapers and things like that, but I didn't feel like I had anything for my children to be proud of. My husband would walk in the door with his head to toe military outfit, and he, went and saved the day, and, protected our country. And what does mom do? Oh, she wipes my snotty nose, and I know children love their mommies, but for me, I knew I'm here for more. And so I didn't feel like I was contributing to my family or the world. So I needed that. And that's what put me into that depression. And then I'm trying to think of I normally don't share this. It just kind of was off a whim, because we were a little early, and I know we're a little late. So if you have to jump off, I totally understand. But I am going to Google really quick, because I just went blank. But there's very specific Tony Robbins, and you guys can look it up too. 6 human needs. Bam, there it is. Okay. So, okay. So love and connection. Duh, that was a big one. So the reason why Scentsy is such a fulfilling, specific company is because we thrive on connection. We encourage for you to be a part of something. And that's why Michelle, she said she missed those conventions and those meetings she had with people. And humans live off of human energy. If you didn't know that, the reason why people get depressed when they're by themselves and they go darker, downer, further and further into the dark, is because they're not feeding off of another human energy. We all are energy, and we need to feed off of it. And so we, community and love, if we don't feel like we're a part of something and that we're loved by others, we start to feel depressed and go downhill. And then the last, there's 2 more. significance. We need to feel significant. And so the one thing that Scentsy does, which is amazing because I never had this in my life before, is they constantly praise you and recognize, and even the smallest little things. And one of the things that I love the most, you guys, about what I do now, I spend, like, when other people are like out selling, I get to spend my days doing recognition for my team. And when I'm behind, which I'm behind right now because we just bought another house, it breaks my heart, because that is the most fun part of my business, is, giving kudos to and seeing all these success, like, oh my gosh, they did this, and oh, I'm so excited for them. It's so amazing. And so we need to feel significant, and we need to feel like we're feeling a part of other people's growth. That's the last one, is the growth. And we already talked about that one, but that's a part of the human needs, is we need to feel growth and progression. And that's what Scentsy does. There's always something to look forward to in Scentsy. We have a brand new scent and warmer of the month every month, and we get to look forward to that coming out. And I'm going to share this with you because it's something that happened this morning. One of my former consultants came over and she wanted to buy Scentsy. And I was like, what are you doing now? I know you were really busy with your job. That's why you stopped. It got too hard for you. She's like, I'm actually not working. I got COVID really bad for like a month, and I don't have anything anymore. And I was like, why don't you come back to Scentsy? She's like, you know what? I've been thinking about that. And she goes, do you know what I missed the most? And I was like, what? She goes, the warmer and scent of the month, and getting excited to see what it is every month, because we get to see it the first day of the prior month. Consultants, we get to see what it's going to be. I was like, that is so funny that's what you're excited, So it just has something about this company and this product, which now I'm going to leave you with this, that our fragrance and it's a feel good product. The reason why our company grew so much in 2020 is because we were able to help people feel good. We were able to make them feel calm when they were in a world of anxiety, because they were in such an uncertain time. And so our products makes people feel good. They create memories. And when they were stuck at home, they were able to create a Zen environment, or a whatever type of fragrance that calms them and makes them feel good. And that's why people were buying way more than they normally did. And that's why people started to join Scentsy, because they needed to be a part of something, and they needed to create income. So I hope that some of this information was helpful for you. And I hope that the little bit of information I did share, that it's a little glimpse of the type of things that you're going to learn and grow with us. And there's so much more. There's so much resources that Scentsy provides, and all this like community of amazing people, because I promise you, Scentsy attracts the most amazing people. Just saying. Okay, well, I hope to see you in our Scentsy family eventually. And if it's not for you right now, we're always here. And if you ever have any questions, please reach out to us. All right, have a good night, everyone. Bye.